This was the sword of my sensei Tanaka. He was like a father to me. My parents, they never had any time for me. They were totally ambitionless. They basically were NPCs. But this man spoke life into me when I was in the streets. And he taught me the way of the sword. He gave me a purpose. He had so much to teach. And these bastards, these Italians, these mafia hoodlums, they killed him with a time bomb, the coward's way. They had no honor. All they knew was a world of whores, greed, and spaghetti. And I am gonna cut every single one of their heads off. That's what I'm gonna do. The way of the sword sometimes is the only way to go. But then what about Dorothy, my daughter? I would never see her graduate from college. She wants to be a doctor. And if I do this, I know I'll never see her again. She'll end up with a father in jail. But I cannot let this stand. I cannot let this stand. I've got to take these guys out, one by one. What am I saying? I can't do this. I want my daughter to be something more than a dishwasher, swordsman. Something more than me. But maybe, just maybe, no one needs to know. Maybe I'll get away with it.
Ooh, spaghetti. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. Oh, who's this? Hello.
Hey, Krusty, what's up?
Not much. Just having some spaghetti over at Sal's.
It's Tony the Raisin, but you knew that.
Oh, I did.
Listen, I got that sugar shipping for you.
Ooh.
The deal went down smooth last night. We took those guys out. They didn't even know what hit them, man.
Ooh, I like to hear that. I like to hear that.
So where you at?
I'm over at Sal's having some spaghetti.
Oh, that's what I like.
Ooh.
Greed, whores, and spaghetti.
The classics.
I'll be down there at 12 midnight. Hey, and don't forget about my cut this time, alright?
Oh, I will. I got you.
Appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
See you then.
See you then. Okay. Hello.
Hi, this is Krusty.
That's me.
I stole your wife last night at the local Walmart with my husband, and she has her hands all over his butt.
What is that?
It's crying all over his premises, and I'm not gonna stand for it. Now look, I know what you guys do for a living, so you get down here and you make sure you take care of it. Your wife is a whore, and I don't want to be part of this crap. You don't check on Sunday. This is garbage. I'm waiting. Are you still there? What, you're high or something? We're choking on the beef over your school bus. I can't believe this. Listen to
it going? It's going?
Yeah.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Lady and the Lizard Show. And you're watching now the Jolly Good News. How you doing, Brady?
I'm good.
Brady the Lady, Eric the Lizard. Here we go. Lost Roman artifact found in New Orleans backyard.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. I love New Orleans and I love Rome. Let's see what they got to say. A family in New Orleans got more than they bargained for. While cleaning up their backyard, they uncovered a rare 1,900-year-old Roman marble tablet inscribed with Latin, including the phrase referencing the spirits of the dead. Ooh. Now, it's bad enough that this happened in New Orleans. It's a very spiritually crazy place. But this is from Rome. How do you think it got there, Brady?
Romans.
Almost 2,000 years ago. That was the time of Jesus. This Roman marble tablet, inscribed with Latin, it said spirits of the dead. Experts quickly identified it as the grave marker of a Roman sailor named Sextus Congenius Verus that had been missing from an Italian museum for decades. So this thing
It's a long time.
was, decades ago in an Italian museum. Someone stole it. How did it get to New Orleans is the question.
I'm guessing someone took it there.
Now, archaeologists are studying the piece and working out how it ended up in Louisiana, offering a fascinating glimpse into antiquity turning up in modern America. That is some wild stuff, and I love Rome. Remember that series on HBO, Rome?
I didn't watch it. So
It was great. Kevin McKidd and one of my favorite actors, Ray Stevenson, who passed away recently. He was in Thor, Punisher. Moving on to the next story. Detroit suburb agrees to $3.25 million settlement after a woman found alive in a body bag.
Yeah.
It's one thing to die, but if you're not dead and you're trapped in a bag, I mean,
that sucks.
Oh my God. In a shocking medical error case from Southfield, Michigan, a young woman named Tamisha Beauchamp, you ain't taking her down, was mistakenly declared...
Sounds beefy.
She sounds like a beefy woman. Was mistakenly declared dead after struggling to breathe at home, and her body was taken to a funeral home. Staff later unzipped her body bag and found her gasping for air. She was rushed back to medical care, but never recovered, eventually dying weeks later. Now, you have... she didn't die immediately, so she had weeks to think about the lawsuit, like... You're paying me for this. So, the Detroit suburb has now agreed to a $3.25 million settlement with her family. I don't know, does it sound like maybe a scam? Like, I'm going to pretend to be dead, and you guys come get me later. Okay, so they're addressing gross negligence allegations against her first responders who failed to confirm her death properly. Now, these guys must have been smoking some green.
Yeah.
I like him. She's dead, man. She's dead. Yeah. That is wild. So let there be a lesson to you out there, anybody who is a first responder. Make sure they're dead.
Yeah.
Now, Viagra shows potential. Yeah, and we all know the potential of Viagra. I took a Viagra once, and I was driving down the road to see my lady friend, and all the lights were so bright at night because I guess it opened up all my vessels.
It's a vasodilator.
And I was seeing I was tripping. So Viagra shows potential to reverse certain types of hearing loss. So you get erect and suddenly you can hear women, I guess. So a new research suggests that
Is that a good thing though?
Getting your hearing back. Well, think about all those
hearing women.
Yeah, think about all those rock stars out there that they blew their hearing out rocking and rolling, and then they love the girls, and now by taking the Viagra, this could bring back some of their rock and roll hearing loss. So a new study suggests that Viagra's active ingredient, called sildenafil, long known for treating erectile dysfunction, may have a surprising second life, reversing some forms of genetic hearing loss. So this is not something that if you had rock and roll, this has to be something you were born with.
Wow.
It must activate a gene or something. Scientists identified a gene mutation in the CPD gene that disrupts nitric oxide signaling in ear sensory cells, leading to permanent hearing impairment. In lab studies with fruit flies and mice, sildenafil alongside arginine supplements help restore hearing function by correcting the biochemical imbalance. While these early findings are promising, more human studies are needed before this widely known drug can be repurposed for hearing restoration. And that is the jolly good news. Stay tuned for more. Our next segment is called Motivation Station here at the Lady and the Lizard Show.
Tonight I am here with the Moto Dragon, possibly the world's greatest professional wrestler of all time. Now, Moto Dragon, please tell me, what is your philosophy?
I am the Moto Dragon, and my philosophy is simple. Nobody can help getting older, and nobody can stop the storms a coming. But the only time you should be ashamed is when you didn't give it your best, mate. You know what I mean, Barbara?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So, if you talk about something, guess what it is? It's a bloody dream, man. It ain't real. But if you put it on your calendar, guess what it is? It's reality, man. It's reality, like this beer. It's in our reality, and you drink it. And you use it to overcome the calories. Because I drink it, it's 100 calories. That means I have to burn it off in the ring, man. Because if I win or I lose, I always win because I use the value of the past and I invested in the future. Do you know what I mean? I'm like Michael J. Fox. I'm back there, I'm up forward, and I come down and I take what I deserve, which is my future.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying, Barbara?
I understand what you're saying.
Look, man. Life is one big, stinky, crazy dream, and if you get locked into your emotions, you're gonna lose, man. So I'll tell you what, don't think about the past unless it's ammunition to kick ass. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Life is a ring that nobody chooses to step in. We're born into the ring. You're born into a fight, so you might as well do your best, mate. I am Moto Dragon.
So that was Moto Dragon.
Listen, man, some people, everyone has to lose sometimes, but if you surround yourself with winners, you're more likely to win and get the gold belt, you know. So as I was saying before we had the technical difficulties, that words can feed the inner dragon, and you can blow fire out of your snout and defeat the armies of darkness. Do you know what the hell I mean, Barbara?
I do. Mm-hmm.
And look, you're out there and you think maybe you can't take it. Well, maybe you need to step into the ring and get punched or kicked in the face or the groin. And then maybe you'll have the pain as fuel to go where you belong. And that's all the Moto Dragon has to say.
And that was the Moto Dragon. Greatest wrestler of all time.
Ask your mother about me. All right, welcome back to the Lady and the Lizard Show. And today we're talking about Crackhead. The book is called What Are the Odds by Mike Lindell. And it's from crackhead to CEO. Mm-hmm. And as you can see, the great thing is on the cover, show people the cover, you can actually transform him from crackhead to CEO. I don't know if that's coming through on the page, but yeah, actually I can see it happening. Now, this book, hold the book, and find us some good stuff in there. Lindell shares candid experiences with addiction to gambling and drugs, including cocaine and crack, that deeply affect his life and relationships. The book recounts episodes like failed rehabs, legal trouble, personal losses, and failed ventures, illustrating the depths of his struggles before recovery. And I personally have had a lot of friends that have gone through this, so this is why I want to read the book. This book was actually gifted to me by my good friend recently, and I'm looking forward to reading it. He's also famous for making something called My Pillow. And to my understanding, he is actually a controversial figure because of his politics and his faith. So it describes creation and growth of My Pillow, including the risks and unconventional decisions that help the company take off. Faith and transformation, a major theme in Lindell's faith journey, where he attributes pivot life changes and his ability to turn his life around to his belief in God. And I'm personally a Christian, so I understand how life can be changed by Jesus. And the message of hope, the memoir, is less about polished success and more about resilience, redemption, purpose, and hope, aiming to inspire others facing their own challenges. So if you're facing a challenge out there, maybe you yourself are on drugs, this might be a book you can turn to for some inspiration and some hope. And Brady is going to read maybe an excerpt that he's found in there. So Brady, what do you got?
Let's see here. I looked down at the rock. What's it like? I asked my friend. It's a lot like Coke, he said. Well, it was Coke, sort of. I knew crack was made from Coke, with baking soda, water, and heat. I did not realize that it is an almost completely different drug.
Well, Charlie Sheen actually struggled with crack, and he attributed that to some really deviant behavior that we won't get into. But crack is whack. And I would say to people out there, don't even try it, not even once.
Unless you want to, and then, you know.
And if you've made it this far on the show, what's happened is actually that we've been kind of spooked because it's a Thursday night, and we were being really loud filming the Moto Dragon skit, and somebody screamed in the hallway, and we don't know if it was towards us or not, so that's why we're being tranquil like Hindu cows right now. But this is the Bookatorium, and this is the book we're recommending for the week, and hopefully someone out there is hearing this and taking in consideration that it may be a helpful tool for you. And stay tuned now for the next segment, the final segment. We'll also be introducing our new single song called The Study of Fun, written by the Lady and the Lizard, us. And our final segment is called Sleepwalker's Lounge, where we are sharing our own personal short story that we're about to write right now. So stay tuned. He won't transform. He's supposed to transform into like a... There he is. Crack. No crack. Crack. No, that's no crack. Crack. No crack. Hello, and welcome to the Sleepwalker's Lounge. Tonight's story is called Traveling the Great I Don't Know. Long ago, in the year 1890, two older English gentlemen in Yorkshire, England, were leaving the pub on a quiet and snowy winter night. The two old friends were gazing up at the stars, trying to forget about their tomorrows. Their names were Nigel and Spencer. Nigel stumbled to the ground. "Too much to drink, old boy?" Spencer said. "No, I tripped over this bloody flute." "A flute? At this hour? Blow into it." "I will not," protested Nigel. "I don't know where it's been." Spencer grabbed the flute and blew into it. "Gross, man," protested Nigel. Suddenly, out of the dark forest path, came trotting a mysterious stagecoach. The two men stood terrified as they saw that the horses were blue and the driver looked like a machine with a glass-like face. The machine driver spoke. "Please state the destination." "I will not," protested Nigel. "Do you think it's from America?" said Spencer. "America? This thing is from hell. Let's get out of here." Wait, said Spencer. Calm down. This could be the opportunity of a lifetime. Hey, Machine Man, just where can you take us to? How far? The Machine Man's face lit up like a fireplace and projected an incomprehensible map. This is witchcraft, man, protested Nigel. May we take a look inside, Machine Man, said Spencer. Just then, the stagecoach opened to reveal an inner carriage of flashing colored lights. Do you really want to go to work tomorrow, Nigel? Well, I don't want to die. We won't die, but we may not live if we don't step inside. Nigel, I'll tell you what. If you could go anywhere, where would you go? And that was the last anyone ever saw of Nigel and Spencer. Anyone that they knew, that is. There was once an island in the world of Zakros, full of beautiful female philosophers, where in time or planet no one knows, two women with pink hair and violet eyes sat and discussed the nature of reality over a fruity, potent drink. They said to one another, how come nothing exciting ever happens in this island? Suddenly, a mysterious stagecoach came running, trotting across the water. Can you guess who it was? The end. And that was called Traveling the Great I Don't Know by The Lady and the Lizard. Thank you for watching Sleepwalker's Lounge on The Lady and the Lizard Show.